Is getting the Buccaneers to the Super Bowl Brady's greatest achievement?
Skip, I'm going to say no, but I'm going to say it's a top 5. I believe the first Super Bowl, beating the Rams when he's a 14-point underdog, although he did come in as part of the second game, so basically he had 14 starts leading up to that. I'm going to say 2004, Skip. He went on the road and beat a 15-1 Steelers team. The 28-3 comeback. Did I, in the Super Bowl, do I need to say anything? And this is your favorite, beating the Legion of Boom with that historic fourth quarter that he had against that team. Skip, this was unbelievable. The reason why I don't give this as much credit, Skip, is because I believe the offensive team that he's playing with currently is his most talented team that he's had in his 21-year career. If you look at it, skill position from top to bottom. If you look at defensively, now, Skip, he doesn't have the names. Ty Law was on the early teams, Willie McGinnis, Richard Seymour. They're not household names because these guys are relatively young. But overall, I think this might be one of Tom Brady's, offensively, there's no question in my mind. This is the most talented team he's been a part of. Overall, I think it's one of the 2 best teams from a talent standpoint. So I don't think this is as great. It's a great accomplishment. But because I took some of the credit away because it's so talented. I think the team that he won the first Super Bowl with wasn't as talented as this. And to beat Kurt Warner and them, Skip, after, they had Marshall Faulk, who was Offensive Player of the Year. Kurt Warner was a 2-time MVP. All those Hall of Famers. Marshall's in the Hall of Fame. Kurt Warner's in the Hall of Fame. Orlando Pace is in the Hall of Fame. Isaac Bruce is in the Hall of Fame. And he did that. He outgunned Kurt Warner, who was a 2-time league MVP. So I'm going to say no, but it's definitely top 5.
Okay. I appreciate where you went with this. I had no idea where you were going with it, but you were going single game achievements, accomplishments.
Right. Oh, you wanted a season.
I want to go macro. Okay. I want to go global. Okay. I want to go biggest picture.
Okay.
To me, this is his greatest achievement because of degree of difficulty and circumstances. Remember, Bill Belichick decided he was washed up. We've seen stories that whole New England coaching staff decided he was finished and needed to take it home and stay home. You were leaning that direction.
Right.
And he said, no, watch this. And shocked the NFL world by choosing the Succaneers, a franchise not known for winning.
Tom says, I'm not washed up. The talent you got around me is washed up.
That is correct. So he said, I'm going to choose the Succaneers, who have the worst winning percentage as a franchise in sports history. I'm going to choose a team that went 7-9 last year, but a very talented team because the 2 wideouts both made the Pro Bowl, and one of them, Chris Godwin, was ranked by Pro Football Focus just a year ago, #1 in the NFL. Oh, I can work with that because I think I can talk my guy Gronk to come in with me, and eventually, if he becomes eligible again, I think I can talk my guy AB to coming down to Tampa with me. And bingo, bingo.
Right.
And he knew the defense was good because Todd Bowles is really, listen, Todd Bowles is right up there, top 3 coordinators. Hey, he's really good at what he does. I'd love to see him get another head coaching job. But I know for a fact he's top, I'll say, 5 coordinators.
I want him to get a good job, Skip. I want him to get a job, but I want him to get a good quarterback.
Okay, fair enough. So think about what Brady does. He says, okay, I'm going to choose the Succaneers, but wait a second, I'm in a pandemic. Let's go to the park and throw. So he invites everybody out to the park until they tell him, no, there's a quarantine on. You can't throw in the public park anymore.
Right.
Oh, really? Well, I'm Tom Brady. Well, sorry, you can't do it. And he has virtual OTAs. He has little to no preseason because they don't play a single preseason game, and they get thrown into the fire at New Orleans, their arch rival within the division in game 1, and they get the snot beat out.
Right.
And then here they go, and they start to win some games, and they get to 6-2, which was pretty amazing to me. And then they say, no, Tom says to management, to Bruce Arians, no, we have to add Antonio Brown. Aaron says, I don't like the guy. I had him at Pittsburgh. He won't fit. Remember the quote? He won't fit in our locker room. Tom said, no, I'll make sure he does fit. And he did fit until he got hurt, but they had to fit him into the offensive rotation also. And in that last home game against Atlanta, he threw him 15 balls.
Yeah. in this aspect, Tom Brady is more like LeBron, or LeBron is more like Tom Brady. Because what does LeBron normally do? Get guys. Man, JR won't work with nobody. Get him. Dwight Howard ain't gonna work with nobody. Get him.
Bingo. Okay, I will give you that. So then think about what he just did. He said, I'm going to show this team, help teach this team how to win. And he's very humble in doing it. It's not like he's a diva and looks down his nose at anybody.
Right.
They all love him. They all feel like, we got the GOAT, and he's just like one of us. And then they win the wild card, but only the wild card, so they have to go to Washington against the team that allowed the second fewest yards. Washington, and you said, oh, he might be under some fire from that pass rush because they got 4 first round, but they got 5 in the rotation. And no, they cakewalked in that game. And then they go to New Orleans. That's the end of this road against their arch nemesis who had beaten the hell out of them at Tampa Bay back in that night game on Sunday night. Nope, he's got this. Wait, he just beat Drew Brees at Drew Brees? Wait, Aaron Rodgers will in this little pipe dream, right?
Here's the thing, Skip. Now, if you ask me this after the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl, then I'm going to tell you yes. Because I'm going to say, hold on, look at what he did. Because I thought Drew Brees had the greatest Super Bowl run. He beat Kurt Warner. He beat Brett Favre. He beat Peyton Manning. But if Tom Brady pulls this off, beating Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, now then, Skippy, you got me. This is his greatest accomplishment to this day.
We get that on tape?
Yeah, you got me.
Okay,
if he pulls this off, Skip, yeah, this is his greatest accomplishment.
Okay, I say it already is because he took that 7-9 team to the Super Bowl. I thought he would. I said it before the year, but it's a long shot
Skip,
to pull it off.
He took the 2001. What they like 5? What they 5
but he was literally a game manager then because you know it went all the way to the fourth quarter and it's like shut it down. No, I'll throw a few passes here and I'll get us in field goal. Took a 49-yard Adam Vinatieri field goal to win that. I'm not saying that it was all about Tom Brady because that defense was extraordinary that day and that Super Bowl.
They were unbelievable.
Just unbelievable. That was Belichick's coup de grace. That was it.
That was started off. What did Tyler do? Get a pick 6, change the whole complexion.
Changed the whole complexion of the game. But to get this team to a home Super Bowl, and I told you from day one, trust me, this guy's looking at no one's ever gone to a home Super Bowl because he can build the GOAT legacy even higher. He just pulled it off. They're going to play at home in a Super Bowl with a team that was 7-9 last year. Do I think Brady's going to get credit for this? I do not. But I do sense this. I think a lot of Brady haters, after last night, I think a lot of Brady haters sat back and said, you know what? I've never liked the guy, and I never will, but I got to give him this because that's pretty good.
Because, Skip, and I was telling somebody, and they were like, man, I can't stand. I said, guys, you don't understand how hard it is to get to the Super Bowl.
Whew.
I played 14 years, Skip, and I was very fortunate. I went to 3 and won them all. This dude gone to 10 Super Bowls. I said, you don't know how hard that is.
He's now 10-4 in championship games. It's just impossible.
I get it. But I said, I said, I already got no hat on, but if I had a hat on, I'd take my hat off to him. You don't know how hard it is to get to that level and to stay at that level. And he stayed at that level. Yeah, he's had some ups and downs, but, man, 10 Super Bowls.
From you, that's saying a lot. Thank you.
And you guys know that Brady, he's played in more Super Bowls than the rest of his team combined. So 9 for Brady, 8 for his teammates. I mean, experience matters here.
I mean, Brady has more playoff wins than damn near every team. Have playoff wins. I'm talking about teams, not just.
When you think of what he's doing.
So 33, he got what, 33 now playoff wins? How many teams got more than 33 playoff wins?
33 and 11.
Well, I woke up happy about Tom. Unfortunately, I don't think Packers fans woke up very happy today. Would we be seeing the Packers in the Super Bowl if they had opted to go for it on 4th and goal? Well, we'll hear what Aaron Rodgers had to say about it next. greatest achievement?
Skip, I'm going to say no, but I'm going to say it's a top 5. I believe the first Super Bowl, beating the Rams when he's a 14-point underdog, although he did come in as part of the second game, so basically he had 14 starts leading up to that. I'm going to say 2004, Skip. He went on the road and beat a 15-1 Steelers team.